Hey, how you doing, guys? It's your boy Quintus Iris here. I apologize for being so late on this. I've been really busy and caught up with work and school and everything like that. Well, getting everything ready for me to start school and everything. But this is to touch on that email that Jared, I believe, sent this out in response to how everybody was feeling about the the Truforce Mega Man X figure. I'm gonna wave the BS flag on this one. Like, I don't like to badmouth people or anything, but that response pissed me off. Like, I actually have everything broken up into segments about how I want to address it. First thing, in that area where he's like, first off, I want to apologize for the lack of updates on the Kickstarter page. I've been more active in answering questions on the Facebook page and through personal messages. I should have been more transparent on here, though. So those of you who don't follow us there are in the loop. Now that right there bothers me. Like, I'm not feeling that. Like, I don't understand how you forget entirely that you. How do you forget that the page that funded this project, how do you forget to update that? Like, you can't say, okay, you weren't being negligent or you didn't forget. That means you deliberately chose not to update your Kickstarter page. Like, I don't care what you say. Like, I don't care how much you get caught up with answering stuff on Facebook and personal messages and everything like that. You have a whole another page, like the page that got this project up and running. You telling me you completely forgot about that, like, or you just decided you'd get around to it when you wanted to get around to it. I've answered too many questions on Facebook, so I'm done for today. Seriously, that's how you run a business? Like, come on. Like, I'm sorry, that's just negligence. There's no other way to put that. So to say something like that, it's a load of crap. I'm sorry. I'm calling a spade a spade. That's just BS. The second thing, the shipping update, right? The last shipping update that they had was August 14th. And I'm going to read this. I have everything marked down exactly what I'm going to address. It says, "Hi all, we wanted to provide an update about when your rewards will ship. The final products will be shipping from manufacturing factory to our warehouse at the end of this month. That means we'll receive the product mid-October. Once we receive the product, we will immediately begin preparing the reward packages, so you should expect to have the rewards in hand late October, early November. Please keep in mind we are undergoing our own warehouse move in early October, so there may be some delays in transition, but we will make every effort to get them to you ASAP. You guys have been awesome during the entire process, so we thank you for that. We thank you for that and appreciate your patience." That was August 14th. Now, you said there's going to be some delays, but there were no delays in getting those shipments to Comic-Con. Right. So, see, again, I'm going to wave the bullshit flag, because I'm sorry, for you to say something like that, okay, mid-October, it's the end of the month now. The end of the month. The end of the month now. I don't care what you say, for you to say something like that then, and you gave a valid reason as to why there would be some delays, which everybody was cool with, but you made sure your product made it to Comic-Con. Like, really? Like, are you serious right now? I don't care how you said, that's a slap in the face. That's, again, where your trust value comes into play. You just told your backers that there's going to be some delays. This is why you guys are getting it, mid-October, early November, because, we're shipping and moving things around, and we're getting established with our new warehouse, so that's why we got to push things back for you guys. Cool. But somehow, some way, you managed to get the shipment out in time for Comic-Con, which is mid-October. Really, dude? Like, come on. Like, there ain't no other way to put that. Like, that's just negligence. I'm sorry. That's, like I said before, the backers pretty much funded the Mega Man X Kai. Like, that's pretty much what it was. And that right there, I'm sorry, your trust value is just falling for me. It's just falling with me. Like, I'm not with it. Another thing, when they address when he says we're a startup company and don't have a ton of resources at the moment to turn around items as quickly as you would hope. So please bear with us and keep that in mind. New York City Comic-Con took up a tremendous amount of time to prepare for, and there were other elements that took priority for us. As soon as it's ready, we will email it to all the backers, giving them a week to order. I know some of you would like more time, but if we give too much time, that will delay the shipping of your rewards, which we prefer not to do. Okay. Right there. We pretty much, they had other elements that took priority. So in other words, getting that shipment out for Comic-Con took priority over getting your backers their items before Comic-Con. Are you serious right now? So pretty much fuck the fact that, hey, I put towards this, and I was promised to get it, which is a verbal agreement, which I was promised to receive before anybody else. Yet, here it is, anybody that went to Comic-Con got their product before I got mine. Yeah, I got one. I got the X-Kai because I went, but I was expecting my regular Blue Bomber to be there. I wasn't even expecting to see that there. So when I saw that, I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you serious right now? Like, come on. Like, for you to say something like that, that's, again, all it is it's a slap in the face. That entire email that they sent out was a complete slap in the face. Like, there was nothing in there that justified anything that they said. And the thing that pisses me off, it gets worse as it goes down the line. Like, it's amazing to me. As already mentioned on Facebook, this show presented a huge opportunity for Truforce to get in front of a larger crowd outside of the Kickstarter community. Seriously? What? They had the unpainted version there last year, and that already blew people's minds away. So you already had that larger crowd's attention beforehand. So now that you have the colored product out there, that's bullshit for you to say you're trying to capture the attention of people outside of the Kickstarter community. Because, dude, everybody that went there, they already saw it. And I guarantee you, anybody that reviews figures and everything else like that, they've been putting this stuff out there. Great example. What's his name? Anthony, do Anthony's Customs. He put it out there for you guys. Like, it was amazing. He already put it out there. So it's like, okay, word was already out around town that, hey, Truforce is trying to kickstart this new Mega Man they're doing. It looks sick. You guys check it out. Kickstart it. You guys get one. Word. So, what larger crowd did you have to touch bases with? No, that was just a way for y'all to make more money. And again, put your Kickstarters on the back burner. Like I said, all we did was fund the X-Kai, dude. Like, it is bullshit to me. It's still, no matter, like I said, the more and more that you I read into this email, I just got pissed off even more. We need to participate in events such as Comic-Con to help make that a reality. It just so happened that NYCC came before your rewards were able to ship. If the show was held in December, no one would complain after receiving a figure before or after someone else. Right there. See that, like pretty much they just said fuck us. Truforce right there just said fuck us. So it's like, okay, well, I'm sorry, Comic-Con came before you guys. Oh, it's not our fault that Comic-Con was in October and it wasn't in December. And if you guys would have got it in October and Comic-Con was in December, y'all wouldn't have room to complain. That's pretty much what they're saying. Dude, nobody would fucking complain at all because simply this. It's simply this. We would have got our stuff as we were promised. We were promised to receive it before anyone else. There's no room to complain in. You upheld your end of the bargain. I don't have a reason to complain about anything. If I complain about anything at that point, I'm just being a douchebag. I'm sorry. Of course, nobody would fucking complain because, again, as I said, you upheld your end of the bargain. You told us we would receive ours mid-October, but yet Comic-Con and whoever went to Comic-Con received what we were supposed to receive mid-October and then some. So it's like they were able to get the X figure, the X Kai figure, and t-shirts, which we were initially promised to receive in September. Really? Like, come on, how do you say something like that? Like, again, that's just complete disrespect and disregard for your backers. Like, there's no other way to put that. Now, aside from that, as I said, it gets worse. We sold a very small quantity of regular X versions at the show as part of our deal with our exclusives. Bruh, I was there all 3 days. Straight up. Thursday, everybody was setting up, so that's why I didn't go Thursday. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, dude, they sold out. Like, there was a shit ton of X figures there. I don't care. They can try to sugarcoat that and make it seem like, hey, we didn't sell a lot. We only sent out a small shipment. Bullshit. That line was long as hell. I was in that line for a good 20 minutes. That tells you how long that line is. So, and that was all 3 days. So if it sold out, and as I said before, I got this on Sunday. If it sold out Friday and Saturday, come on. Like, you had to get there early enough to get a ticket to buy a figure. They had a decent amount of tickets. So it's like that, like I said, that line for the Bluefin distributor booth, dude, that line was out of that vendor. It was long as hell. It wrapped around. That line was long as hell. So don't be fooled by that and that small quantity bullshit. I can tell you that right now from being there. No, I'm not trying to hear that. We sold a very small quantity of the regular X version at the show as part of our deal with our exclusive U.S. distributor Bluefin. The decision ultimately helped us gain more insight into how the general public would receive the figure, which was very positive. Another slap in the face. Forget the fact that we were all just really positive and hyped about it. Us backers, which you got many of, but yet that wasn't enough. Y'all had to get more publicity and positivity from everybody else. Yeah, okay, bro. Miss me with all that bullshit. That's good news for you guys in regards to future figures. You just rubbing salt in the wound now. I know that irks some people in regards to not getting the items first, but we kept our word about not selling it to the dealers first. We had dealers come up to us and asking to buy a case of figures, but we did not sell the item. Still, I didn't get mine first. That's what matters. Like, I didn't get mine first. I'm supposed to get your words. We would get ours before anybody else got their hands on them. That's not what happened. So all that is irrelevant. Outside of the small New York City Comic-Con crowd, there's nothing small about New York City Comic-Con. Everybody that has ever gone knows that. Jacob Javits Center is packed every year. So for you to say the small New York City, people fly in from other states and overseas to attend this, just like they do the San Diego one. So I'm not trying to hear whatever, dude. Outside the New York City Comic-Con crowd, you are still getting it before the mass public. I'm sorry. New York City Comic-Con isn't a mass public? Like, I'm just saying, that's a horde. It's a bitch to walk around in there, and you gonna say that's not a mass public. Yeah, all right, bro. Miss me with all that. How many people are bought many and are selling them on eBay and Amazon right now? Right, we're not gonna talk about that though. Could this overall situation have been handled better? Probably. So, you admit to the fact that you fucked up, you could have handled it better, but instead, you're just gonna brush it off like it's nothing. Probably. Alright, man. But this is our first time doing this, so challenges like this are to be expected. That is not a challenge. See, again, I am never backing Truforce ever again. I'm taking that video down, like straight up. Because all they're doing is just, they're they're flaunting it in our faces now, because that's on a whole different level. Like this email, like there was nothing subtle or remotely close to anything being apologetic in their words in here, in Jared's words here. And if he's speaking for the company itself, you guys have, y'all picked a shitty person to do it for y'all, because this cat, I'm sorry, he, like I said, you lost me. I'm done. Like, I wash my hands with y'all. I'm done, because that's some real bullshit. I'm like, to say all of that, and like I said, it just gets worse. And that's like the sixth thing I have marked up here. What else? Shipping of rewards. All figures are currently on the water en route to our warehouse. As soon as we receive them and process the New York City Comic Con exclusive orders, we will immediately begin shipping them out. We're not that far off from our estimated shipping date of September. Bitch, it is November. How you a whole month off, bruh? Like, oh, we're not that far. Oh, just because it's a month and several hundred other people got the figures before me. Yeah, we're not far off at all. That's perfectly fine. Right. So I'd say we're doing pretty well in terms of shipping them out on time. September would have been on time. Mid-October would have been on time. Early November, as you guys stated, but it's the fact that other people got it before me. That's what it's about. I'm sorry. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't give a damn whether I got mine or not. I still paid to get the blue one before anybody else, and I don't have that, which was a waste of time for me to fucking do, because I could have just waited for Comic-Con and bought it there, because nobody was expecting to see this there until y'all announced it, and everybody was like, the fuck? Like, seriously? But, yeah, you guys are on time. Perfectly. We appreciate your patience in this industry. There are almost always unforeseen shipping and manufacturing delays. Please tell me what delays. That's what I want to know. The delays that they mentioned, not once but twice. What were these delays? Because you didn't have any delays getting them to Comic-Con, but there were just delays getting them to y'all backers. But fuck us though. Like, they can wait. They'll be fine. They can wait. That's pretty much what this whole email says. Okay, Amazon. For those of you who had or know someone who had their Amazon figure order of the regular X canceled, we are still working with them to resolve the issue. What happened was we initially put a September 2015 release date. October 27, 2015. I'm going to just say that. Release date in the item setup sheet, and when September passed with no inventory in their warehouse, they apparently canceled all orders. That's out of our control, and we're trying to fix that issue as fast as possible. No shit, because Amazon isn't going to look bad. Because how does Amazon work? They don't take the money out until your item is shipped to you, which is great. That's why everybody loves fucking Amazon. So, of course, Amazon's going to make sure they still look good and not get egg in their face because you guys pretty much screwed around, and instead of shipping it like you were supposed to the place you were supposed to ship to, you sent it to Comic-Con first. Not to anywhere where people pre-ordered their figures beforehand. Yeah, you guys suck. I believe that once you have these amazing figures in hand, all your concerns will soon be forgotten and you will be fully immersed in how awesome this figure truly is. Recent reviews on the figure after NYCC are very positive, and we didn't dedicate a year and a half on this for nothing. So in other words, hey, don't worry about it, guys. Once you guys get the figures, all will be forgotten and forgiven. Don't worry about it. So I'm supposed to forget the fact that y'all broke a promise. You lied, not once, but 3 times. And when I get the figure, all that's supposed to just go away. Are you serious? Like, really? I don't know what else to say with these cats. Like, that's amazing to me. I don't know what to say with these cats. Like, I'm going to read this right here. Pledge $80 or more. Remember this, guys? Scroll down some more. Pledge $80 or more. This is the one you've been waiting for. Our X figure. Consider this your pre-order. This will be your this is the full complete figure as listed above, and you will receive your figure exclusively before we ship to dealers. Estimated delivery September 2015. But I'm supposed to forget all of that once I get my figure. I'm going to be upfront with y'all right now. I got this figure. I have figures up in my room, placed up, as you guys seen in my other videos. I haven't even put this figure up there. This figure's just been, just lying about. That's how much disrespect I feel towards them. I don't even give a damn about this figure anymore. Straight up. It's just lying about here. Straight up. I'm not, I really don't even care. Straight up, because to be disrespected like that, lied to, and just nonchalantly given such a lame response, I'm sorry. There's no way to combat that, man. There's nothing else you can say about that, because that's just blatant disrespect. I don't care what you say. That's just disrespect and disregard for the people that supported you. There's no other way around that. And the way how they're trying to brush everything off as if people are just going to forget it. Come on. Really? And here's the thing that really pisses me off. You guys all know who backed him, right? Sentinel. That's the part that gets me right there. Sentinel is the one that's backing these cats. So it's what's really going on behind closed doors? And I'm not saying that to try and, hey, maybe, we can give these guys a chance. No, fuck that. Sentinel is backing these guys. So when Sentinel puts stuff out, Sentinel meets their stuff on time. So what was the holdup if Sentinel's the one backing these cats, who normally when they put things out, they meet their deadlines? What happened with this? But yet, Comic-Con got the deadline we were supposed to get. I don't know about y'all. Like I said, I'm taking that video down. My review of X-Kai, I'm taking that shit down. Yeah, I'm done with Truforce. Truforce can kick rocks and go piss up a rope into the wind for all I care. Because that's not how you do anything. That's not how you conduct business. First and foremost, yeah, I'm in the military, but when it comes to money, I don't play when it comes to money. And this is something where I took your word, a verbal agreement, and expected you to uphold to it. Not just me, but many of other people. And y'all just kicked us to the curb like we were a redheaded stepchild. That's just pretty much what it was. So y'all need to get it together or something or whatever. But I'm pretty much, y'all look at it, y'all don't care, y'all got your money. So just know, like I said, I know I'm one. Even if I'm one by themselves, or if I'm one of many, I will not be supporting any Truforce anything anymore ever again.